welcome everyone.
Yeah, I think this is a three-man show just in case I have to drop out in the middle.
Yeah,
Three-man
Yeah.
show. We got Frank. We got the leg kick death merchant skull. And of course the pimp father of the U.U.C.
And the reason we're here, Mr.
Ooh.
Frank, the tank, BJJ, man who'll tap you out while you're in your fucking frat parties, man. He fucking tapped motherfuckers out during a kegger.
Teaching them young kids a lesson.
fuck yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
keep them in
man.
line.
Yeah, let's just rip the band-aid off, man. Here. Man, this week saw a controversial return, man. And one of the biggest controversial figures in our e-fighting history, Himeth.
Oh,
Yeah,
Refresh my
man. What
brain.
the?
Who was Himeth again?
Oh man, he bum rushed Kian with a couple cheap shots and then went on a rant that would make David Duke proud.
Oh yeah, that's right. He liked to say the slurs.
Yep, and you know what? We hear you, man. So BBC rules will be implemented. Yeah, we're definitely putting into Downton Abbey rules where you have to tap gloves and no cheap shots, and to make sure you say sorry every time you land an accidental trip or reversal, man. We listen.
yeah. Him off. Yeah, he put out them slurs, but they were censored slurs at least, right? At least they were
Yeah,
censored.
you know what? That's why he's not permit banned. At least he had the good sense to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he handled true to his name. He handled it classy. Afterwards, he
Yeah.
realized he did something stupid, and he made it right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, he paid us $100.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about the quiet part loud, Skull.
Oh shit. Yeah, my bad. Damn it. Damn it. Damn hush payments.
Well, there's another guy I heard that's willing to pay to come back, but he's somewhere high up in the clouds right now.
You mean Lickma?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that guy.
yeah, I completely forgot that happened too. Jesus, man.
I know, right?
Oh,
It's been
What the fuck
quite
happened
the
this week?
week.
Yeah,
lots
I
of
heard
drama
that
being stirred.
I heard that Lickma went on a messaging spree and messaged everyone to including the 12-year-old that he said he had Vaseline ready.
Oh my god. The French people are fucking weird, dude. I'm sorry, I said it.
No, I will say Gaz isn't that weird. I've never heard him talk.
Yeah, we went ahead and stopped all of the all things French invasion just to be on the safe
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. The weird part is that Gaz got banned from the opening because his name is Bot. Like it sounds like a bot. Let me see. I'm gonna look at
Oh
the.
yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
was like
gonna,
bot 28391 or something like that.
no, it's yeah. Good lord, 81559 6.
Yeah,
Wait, that might be his phone number.
yeah,
That's his
it
phone number.
probably is. It's probably his damn
Oh
phone
shit,
number. And
that's
you
his
just
phone
doxed
number.
him, so congrats to you on that skull tally.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I mean, the only one who could really prank call him is Abbas, and well, let's face it, he doesn't have a phone. He's probably got banished from having one.
Yeah, I mean, what's the
Yeah,
difference? You can call people on Discord anyway, so what the hell? Having a phone number is ridiculous.
exactly.
Yeah, what card was the last since the last
We
show?
just did 113 was our last one, Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Oh, 13 and 12. Yeah.
Yeah, we had two since the last
13
podcast. We had Blood Simple, and then we had Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm excited for this next one we got coming up. Was it Bloody Clouds?
believe so. Yeah. Clouds of Blood.
Clouds of
Clouds of
Blood.
Blood.
This
Yeah.
is featuring an eclectic band
Beautiful.
of fighters that have signed up so far.
Yeah,
It's
I haven't looked at the
basically
sign up sheet. I think we were at like 11 or something last I looked, but I knew.
well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're at 11 again. Sun had to drop.
Yeah,
It's
which
all Pimp's fault.
that's
Pimp
cool
beat
because
him up
I'm
so bad.
our cards have been we've really been having trouble narrowing it down, which is a good problem to have. But there have been
Yeah.
a lot of signups, and so it might not be that bad to only get a card that has a
Yeah.
smaller portion.
The
Yeah,
Thursday cards have been really helpful because the Thursday cards you don't get as many signups and it helps just kind of move things around. I noticed, and they're not
yeah,
always title fight cards, but they move. They're
yeah, we
usually good cards and they move stuff around.
yeah, we basically treat it as our freeform jazz card where we just riff around.
I mean, there's
Like,
some good fights that could be made out of there. I'd like to see if Starzo signs up. Honestly, I think you could give
yeah,
Keon
I
bare
think he's
knuckle
still
boxing
dealing with
shot.
his issues with his
Oh no,
Wi-Fi stuff.
he got it back. He got it back.
Oh, I didn't want to. Yeah, okay, good. I didn't want
Dude,
to mention that. I just want to say
how
that.
fucking good is that guy at bare knuckle boxing?
He's
Bro.
dude, he's really that's like, when you watch Starzo Style and UC 12 what he fought Ham
Yep.
and him was giving him a good fight, but Starzo has that style where he likes to be in your face and he's really good with the hands. Where he doesn't do as well is when you mix everything together against him. That's where he struggles.
Yeah,
Uh,
you see him kind of get frustrated, especially when he deals with grapplers in an MMA standpoint, because he'll fight off the takedown strong in the first round, but like you see in like
yep.
the second or third, they start to wear him down a little bit. He don't like that.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
style kind of gives him the ability to be taken down a little bit easier sometimes. But when it comes to just throwing them hands, man, he's the best. I mean, he's
He
5-0.
he really is like our Mike Perry. It's weird. It's like Mike Perry was kind of a 500 MMA fighter. He was just kind of whatever, and then it's like you put him in bare knuckle boxing and he fucking shines. And it's exactly what Starzo's done. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. And I'd like to
Oh,
see some
most.
more bare knuckle boxing on this card Thursday. That could help
Yeah,
fill
it
in
kind of
that
sucks
spot.
that it didn't transition well for kickboxing, but then again, he does pick some weird fucks for kickboxing.
He does.
He's
What?
kind of like me where he likes those weird picks. Like he went Phil
So do I.
Baroni against Sunwave, dude.
Well,
But he won.
he does. He's like me too. He likes to strike wild, and he doesn't necessarily because if let's be honest, to be good at kickboxing, you have to really kind of spam low attacks, at least to some extent.
Yeah.
And I don't think Starzo likes doing that. I don't think he likes he wants to just knock a motherfucker stupid. He's not interested in just point fighting and getting all these body shots and dragging it into late waters like where somebody like Sunwave would do.
Yeah. No, he wants to put it on you. He wants to put them hands on you fast.
I will say though, I don't know if anybody's stock has risen off of two losses on one card more than Hamslinger did in that fucking card. Because holy shit, man,
Yeah.
he lost a real close fight to Starzo, and then earlier we seen him in an exhibition against fucking Devin where he dropped him twice and was head stomping him and shit.
Was very close to winning, and honestly, that was made. They accidentally did 3 rounds on that one.
Yeah, you
That
could
was a
have.
2-round fight. That's a Hemeth win, dude.
I'm not Hamslinger. How dare you, sir?
Or
Hamslinger.
Hamslinger, I
Oh,
mean.
come on now.
Sorry.
You know
Yeah.
for a fact that Hemeth
No,
wouldn't
that
be
was
able
a
to do that
mistake.
to Devin.
That was a mistake. Yeah, my
No,
bad.
yeah, Devin wouldn't allow
Sorry,
somebody
Hamslinger,
like
for
him.
disrespecting.
Devin will allow somebody like Ham to hit him once or twice, but he's not gonna allow he ain't gonna allow him to do that to him. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Oh
Ham
yes,
hit Devin with that
especially since
flying
he's
knee.
incensed by Hemeth's racism.
Hamslinger's just he's right up there like Sunwave, where he's right at the top but hasn't reached that title yet. You
Yeah.
know, and those dudes are getting better for sure. And in the future they probably will be champs at some point in one of the disciplines.
One,
Yes.
it's crazy with Hamslinger is that he like he's a huge Chael Sonnen fan, and I'm like he's like, man, I'm really kind of living my Chael story arc, ain't I? Because he keeps getting these title shots and just coming so fucking close to winning and not winning, and so
Yep. That's kind of been with my last 2 fights with Hamslinger, where I caught him in the arm bar in the 5th, and then that fight with Sunwave. I kind of think Sunwave may have been up on the scorecards going
I
into
would
that
think he
4th
would have
round.
been, yeah. It really looked like Sunwave was just getting ready to finish you off, and
Yeah,
fuck you decided you had other plans.
yeah. I went back to what my old game plan was because I picked Damian Maya, but I was kind of forced to be not forced necessarily, but he did such a good job attacking my body and getting his own takedowns that he blew out my stamina a lot. So I was kind of forced to going back to being a boxer with Maya, and that was a little difficult because he had the power advantage. But I was telling Frank this in the DM, but last time I played Sunwave in the tournament, right, where I went to the finals against Corey, we were having kind of a close fight. It was like 1-1, and I hit him with the same counter and rocked him, which ended up leading to the finish later in the round that I finished him with in this last one. So With Sunwave, I just think he needs to kind of fix up a few tendencies that he has, because that's what I was able to pick up on and counter him with the same shot and get the rock again. But he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, he's and man, he really impressed me with the gains that he made on the ground too. Like it didn't seem like a lot of the things, because you've fought him now like fucking 5 times if you count the exhibition cards,
Oh.
and you were able to beat him every single time. But it seems like every time you're playing him, it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher, and it's like
It is.
he's constantly fucking plugging these holes in his game, and it really felt like he had your number. In that fight,
Yeah.
it felt like he was kind of fighting the perfect fucking fight, and then it was just like, yeah, just just wasn't enough, man. You landed that beautiful fucking shot on him, and were able to seal the deal.
Yeah, man. And it's just like I said, all I did was I hit him with 1-2, and as he came back in, I dip countered with the left hand, and it's pretty funny because even in the other match, he was the southpaw and I was the orthodox, and I landed the dip right hand counter. So like I got the same counter from the open stance with both stances on him, but dude, he made it tough, man. I was getting a little scared. I was getting a little sweaty, a little clammy against Sunwave, and I expect him to be up there. But how about this guy? How about Keon, who defeated Starzo in MMA
Yeah,
on this
Keon's
last
looking
card?
fucking great, man. He's been looking really good.
He's been leveling up, and he's actually ranked in bare knuckle boxing. And I told Starzo, call this dude out, sign up for Thursday, and that could end up being your main event. You could get his rematch in his field,
Because
in
he's
bare knuckle
it's a little
boxing.
personal with Keon, right?
Yeah, well,
Is
he
that?
snaked
Is
this
it personal?
team. He snaked Pimp Star, so
I
Yeah,
we're
mean,
remember?
looking to
everyone's
get him.
everyone's snake pimp stars. It loses its meaning after the
That
fifth one.
That's true, but they all get their justice, man. Look what happened to Cloudz. Look what happened to
And
him. Look what happened to Ant. They all get theirs in the end. When you backstab the pimp father of the U.U.C, oh man, you better expect a mob at
Wait,
your house.
I'm confused. How did Ant get justice?
He got justified when I knocked him out.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's when I took his kickboxing title from his cold dead hands.
have we had a podcast since that happened? Because I can't recall.
I think you guys did, but I don't know if you touched on it too much. I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah.
I
Yeah, we had to
can't.
deal with some other shit going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
We've
you had a lot
we've
of other
had.
crazy
It
stuff.
feels like we've lived a year in the last fucking calendar week, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the bare knuckle landscape, I mean, Hamsinger was the fucking number one with the bullet in that shit as far as contender.
Yeah.
Like he was really making his case. But if you look at things right now, I feel like some people just need to make some moves because you got Candyman's 1-0, you got Keon's 1-0, you got Devin's 1-0. I don't know how if staying with this is something Devin's interested in or if it was just a one time thing.
Yeah, I think maybe BKB title is like gonna be like a defense might be on ice until we get more contenders because like having 1-0 guys challenge a champion does not make your
Yeah.
division look good.
Yeah, no, and I'm a completely in agreement on that. And we need to get more people active in it because the people that enjoy it seem to really fucking enjoy it. The trouble we're having is getting people to try it.
Yeah. Well, if guys put any on the thing, man, I would go ahead and book them for a BKB match because, like you said, it does need some movement. And yeah, that's the only reason why the Kean fight with Starzo don't make sense right now. Maybe if you got another win or two in BKB, but uh, Starzo's coming off of beating the guy that was 4-0, right? Or he was 3-0.
Yeah, he's 3-0. He's 3-1 now. Not just 3-0. I mean, they were three just fucking
Three
murders.
decimation.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
decimations. And
for sure.
honestly, man, that fight was so fucking cool because they were both winning. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, they're both just fucking doing what they do. And
Yep.
it actually, I mean, at times I really thought Hamslinger was gonna pull away with it, and but every time one of them would get a little momentum, the other one would fucking start to get the momentum, and it was like fuck, man. And then Starzo just came out in that second round and fucking just landed that fucking hammer.
Yeah, put it on them. They were both getting their damage off, that's for sure. And yeah, Starzo, he had an interesting pick in that one. He was Okami.
Yeah,
against Vitor, and that's a tough matchup, dude.
Yeah, and I honestly don't really see Ham playing with Vitor that much, but we were talked about a little bit. He said he wanted a guy with the step in jab, and was asking me like, who all had step in jab, and I was like, well, I know Vitor's got it, Rashad's got it, and he's like, yeah, Vitor sounds like probably the move. So, and he was doing great things. He was doing really well with them, but fuck, man, it just takes one. Trading fucking hammers with Starzo is not a good idea.
No, and it's hard to get that step and jab on him because he gets in your face, man. It's hard to even get space for it.
Yeah, and you know how it is. Once you get countered on that step and jab a few times, you really get gun shy with throwing that fucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because you don't know what's coming behind it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think will be the next challenger? Maybe I wouldn't even say Pepsi. Maybe Pimp. I don't know. I haven't built
Well,
up.
I'm not gonna go after Starzo, but he do be whiny. He do be. He is my homie. He do be whiny though. Oh, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna retire. I'm sick of hearing that
Yeah,
R word.
that's pitiful.
And
oh man, I heard you guys. I heard you guys were whining in the hospital after I broke both your legs.
I'm gonna get that one back. I'm gonna get that one back. Don't worry about
Starzo
that.
tried to get that one back, and I did it again.
That's him though. We're talking about the kickboxing champ now, and I want both them losses in kickboxing I have. They're gonna be avenged.
Now let's talk about kick. Let's go ahead and jump shift to kickboxing because I think we are all in agreement that the BKB just needs a little bit of time to mature before we rush to a contender on that. But kickboxing is a fucking insane landscape right now, especially with Dizzy and Glob doing what the fuck they did at the last card. Holy shit, man.
Yep.
So Glob knocking out fucking Sunwave, which is just insane. And then Dizzy fucking knocking out Ant. I was like, holy shit, man.
Yep. Yeah, that shot him right up in the contention, but with only one win. But it's like basically one of the best wins you can get.
I have a question for you. Another guy rising up is Candyman, who's a fellow stablemate.
Yep.
With me and Pepsi busy, he might be in your future. How do you feel?
I mean, he might be. He told me personally that and I told him like, if you guys work your way up to a shot, like we can do it. But he said he didn't want to. He said he didn't want to fight me for the belt, because he's acknowledging me as the pimp father of the U.U.C. But I give full reins to him to go and test himself for the title fight.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the documentary Escaping Pimp.
I was in the same situation as you, Pimp, when it was SFC. I had to fight Whitey, who was in Florida manslaughter with me. So sometimes that shit just becomes inevitable, especially when your team's fucking kicking as much ass as they are.
Yeah, I think Candyman is like, and he's still kind of green, but he's getting good.
He's getting so fucking good.
And I'm gonna help him work on some parts of his game that need it, and but I'm not opposed to facing him or facing any guy from Pimp Star that works their way up. I mean,
so just to read it out for people listening, we got Candyman's sitting at 2-0 right now, and he beat Abbas, and then who was the last one he beat?
Was it Raging Detective in kickboxing?
Yeah. Yes, it was Raging Detective. That guy he just popped up off the street, but that guy also just beat the shit out of Glob in an MMA fight. So clearly he's got some skills.
Cool. He's got skills, man, and he gave Candyman a hard time.
He did.
In that kickboxing match, so
he definitely did. And Candyman had zero tape on that guy. He had to adapt on the fucking fly to deal with the. And that guy seems like he fights like a marauder. So
in terms of the kickboxing rankings right now, like.
Yeah, I know
it's pretty tight, but
I know who
at
you
the
are,
same
Raging.
time, there's been rumors about him, but with the kickboxing rankings, it's like it's so tight because you got Dissy, you got Candyman, you got Skull and Pepsi, and literally any of those guys could get the shot.
I think the biggest problem is that me and Pepsi are like unavailable, so this causes a logjam.
Yeah.
So if you had a chance out of like the top 4 there, who would you get?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. If I had to pick one guy out of this, I'm not gonna say Dissy, but I'm cool if that was the match because he beat Ant. But I'm not gonna say Dissy because he's 1-0, even though he beat Ant. I don't necessarily want Candyman, but I'm willing to take that one. The guy I want the most, the only reason I want Pepsi over you, Skull, is because he's got that O next to his name, and I'm sick of looking at
Man, listen, I would say your argument doesn't have a leg to stand on.
it. Listen, man, we're gonna get that leg back. I got a leg kick TKO win. I tried to present it to you in honor of what you did to my leg.
And listen, man. I don't need no honor, man.
Ah,
Listen, I have all Pimp Star's leg bones, and I'm wearing it like a necklace.
and
I was watching the new Fallout show last night, and there's this part where this guy gets his leg blown off, and they have to put this robot leg on there, and they just have like these legs ready to go that snap on, and the first thing that popped in my brain is that's what we need for fucking Skull Tally fights. Just slap a new metal leg on the person as the skull rips them off.
Yeah,
right.
like Wolverine and Adamantium, except that's banned. You can't have Adamantium. in
Yeah,
this
I
bit.
can't have animanium.
I think I broke Abbas because now he's just like apologizing to me every time he does something stupid.
You know what's funny about Abbas is that fight with Ant that he had, dude, that was a split decision.
That was
I,
that,
I
that was a good
I think it
fight.
was unjustified.
I think it was kind of unjustified. I did see it going to Ant, but I can't say that he was so far ahead that I couldn't see a judge giving it the other way. You know what I
I
mean?
can. I think Abbas paid them off. Probably threatened him. He probably said that he had his like wife and kids fucking under a gun or something.
Yeah, and he's starting to find his MMA groove again. Where's his MMA records? He's 4-2 in MMA now. So
Yep.
he beat Likma
It's on
and
the
then he beat
horizon.
Abbas.
Right.
I was thinking about a mini tournament to determine another mini tournament to determine Pimp's contender. You got people like Corey, you have Kian, you got Ant, and maybe Dissy, man. Shit, that'll be good. Or Candyman.
Yeah,
But he just beat
how
Candy,
did
so
you feel? How did you feel about the Dissy Candyman fight?
Me?
Yeah,
yeah, you're his boss.
Oh, it
Or
was a it was
Pimp.
a barn burn. It may have been the best fight that we've seen in the U.U.C. It
it
was
was
an
fucking
amazing fight,
amazing.
and I think Candyman really held his own in it. But I think Dissy surprised him in the grappling when he took Dissy down. I think Dissy was able maybe to get one or two reversals that were pretty nice. Um,
Did you think
yeah,
the nod went to the right
up.
winner?
Yeah, I think Dissy stole it. Yeah,
I would say he
but
stole. I
but it
think he beat the
but
piss out of him.
it was very. I mean, they both took a lot of damage. I thought it was justified. And I think it was a good learning experience for Candyman to get in there with a vet like Dissy and put on that kind of fight. Yeah, that was good for him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that fight's gonna go down as I mean it's got to be one of the top three best fights we've had, if not it could be number one. I think you get to a certain point where it just kind of becomes subjective, like what do you actually like in a fight. But as far
Right.
well,
as
we're gonna.
high level skills go, that one was fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
I
I
thought
was
it
thinking
almost could
about
have been a draw.
I was thinking about when the season ends at U.U.C 20, we're gonna have a tournament of the Blood Gods. So people that have been
Ooh.
nominated for nothing but Fight of the Nights will be in this tournament to determine who's the
Ooh.
ultimate king of blood.
Yeah, kind of like our
That would be sick.
BMF title.
Yeah, it,
That would be sick.
I don't think you'd be in it, Pimp, because you haven't had a. I don't know if you had a Fight of the Night. I can't be
I
in it either
had
because I didn't.
I think I may have had a fight of the night. I had a performance of the night at least.
In any other
But
You might have.
universe, if that was any other card, your fight versus Sunway probably would have been fight of the night.
yeah,
But I
but
mean,
that
dude, there
card
was like
was
there was
insane,
nine fucking crazy fights on that card.
Yeah, it
dude.
fucking
Just
sucked that I
so
had to
many
cut
of
the
them.
Dissy Candyman fight out of. I just didn't want to put a guy that has like two really good fights. I'll fucking split his vote. I guess I should have not put Ant and Dissy there, but that one was really fun. I preferred that one.
Yeah, there was. I mean, that card was jam packed with really good fights. But with that Candyman fight with Dissy, like Dissy he caught him twice. Not even when he shot, but he hit him with an intercept knee when he went to throw a right hand. Oh, dude, it was nasty. But in that third round, I mean, he started to lighten Dissy up, and the only thing that saved Dissy from getting that from being 10-8'd, I think, was he had landed a second knee that had rocked Candyman in the beginning of that round.
Yeah, I
Because
think
man, it could have been a draw.
it definitely. I think even was saying like, "Oh, I think that fight might be a draw," and then, but I mean, you can't really be mad any way it went.
No.
And then how cool is it to fucking have Dizzy active in the league, man? It's like Dizzy's just a fucking wild animal out there.
Oh, me
Oh
and him
yeah.
have a date, man. Me and him are gonna be squaring up. I agree to it. Whenever I'm
Ooh,
ready, he's ready. We gonna fight.
ooh,
Kickboxing.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
take my fucking money on that, dude. Well, yeah, and then was it Dank and Obas? Is that who fought?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I'm
man,
wondering. Oh,
that fight was that fight might have even it might have been better than the Dizzy fight. I don't know, but like not, as far as high level, it wasn't. But fuck, as far as just a good
round.
time fucking fight,
I
like
will say
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I'll say that
Yeah.
round three. That round three is my round of the year so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
that
have to
fight.
be, right?
Yeah, and they both weren't fucking gassed too. They were just throwing bombs at each other.
Well, that was
Like
an amazing fight. Abbas, Boss brothers. They always get me confused, but
I'm a
he's been getting some losses in MMA, but and kickboxing also, but he's been fighting tough competition. He has been
no. He
getting
won.
better.
He beat that Boss Brothers fight was disappointing. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, same.
He kicked
Yeah,
the fuck out of Obas. He beat the
yeah,
shit out of him.
Well,
he
I
beat
think
Obas.
Obas started fighting really good at the end of the fight, but at that point it was too late. And it's like if you'd have done that strategy from the beginning, I think we'd have had
No,
ourselves a fucking barn burner.
if you believe him, he was on the phone with his girlfriend. That's why he was fighting differently. When he hung up, that's when he went back to his usual style.
Well, you lost me at the girlfriend part.
Hey man, hey, we lost Mosey because of that. Yeah,
We did.
remember that
That's
crazy
crazy.
motherfucker?
Yeah, I remember him. The
Yeah, that
dreaded
guy's
white zillions.
yeah, the white zillion. I'm telling you, Pimp, you better be careful. Naps are gonna shank you in the back and turn it to the white zillions. You're gonna be coming in one day, your cane is broken, you ain't gonna have a banner, you're just gonna see the white zillion logo, and you're like, "Where's the Pimp logo?" And they fucking stab you right in the back.
Yep. Well, how
Yeah,
about this? Himeth, upon his return, creates the team the Hellraisers
yeah, we
and
haven't
has
even
Hell.
talked about that. And dude, that snuck up on me. I had no fucking idea that was a thing.
I'm happy someone made a team. I think it's funny that Himeth made one called the Hellraisers. I think it's a great idea. And
Perfect
he
name.
put in, yeah, he
Yeah,
put in
and
Habibi, Artist, and Tommy. It's not a bad team.
and yeah, and the free agents list is still pretty good. You still have Abbas, Raging Detective, Hams, and whenever the fuck he decides to come back, Expert.
Corey
Why? Oh, you know what? I'm
Lashley.
not even gonna talk about that guy. Onage, Guel, Dank, PA Zeus, and Corey.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we've
there's
also got Joey flying out there somewhere. Like he's liable to pop in for a card, which I think right now would just really make shit fucking crazy if he did.
Yeah,
yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm gonna welcome him back into the league. It'll be the welcoming committee. Yeah,
um,
this
Yeah,
is
some really
we
good
got a
free
deep
agents.
talent pool. Like
Hmm.
the title contention for the MMA belt. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is
let,
a tough one
yeah, let's
because
take a look at the record real quick for
yeah, because you have
MMA.
guys that are like part timers that could obviously challenge for the title. You got guys like
Slick
Slick
Kitten,
Kitten.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes, Slick Kittens. Gaz would have been in the conversation, but
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that like Gaz was great, but being 3-0 ain't nothing to shake at.
yeah, for
So he
sure.
got he got banned. Is that what happened?
Yeah, banned by proxy, man. You
Yeah,
hang out with fuckers, man.
So Lickma and him are gone.
yeah.
Because
Lickma was too much trouble, and we also they were so incestuous that there was you couldn't really get rid of one without the other one.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
basically he's probably gonna send Gaz and send him messages, and Gaz would post it for him.
Right.
Yeah, we're not. Nah.
I guess says he's
No.
really sorry.
Gaz, technically, if you're listening, you didn't do anything. It's just because your friend was a fucking idiot. So,
Yes, sometimes you both got to go to jail if you're at the scene of the crime. That's just what happens. So,
yeah.
um, but yeah, we've got. I mean, Candyman. I mean, he dropped that close decision to Dizzy, but then we got Dizzy as was he 1-0 or 2-0? Where the fuck's he
Two
at?
now.
2-0. Yes, I mean, first one
Mini
was
tournament
Obas,
time.
and which is whatever. But then the Candyman one was a he. I mean, because Candyman was on a collision course for the title, and he
Yeah.
got derailed for sure by Dizzy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think mini tournament arc is where we're headed to, man. Because you could you got Corey, you got Dissy, you have Ant, and you have Kian. That's four guys who are viable contenders.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
you also still have people that are still there, like I mean that just fought for the title, but like you got Hamslinger and Sunwave. You've got a few other people that might pop in as wild cards. Like if Pepsi ever gets back on again, he's 2-0. If it's in, I don't know how much he wants to pursue
He's
title.
he's busy nursing his wounds and working his job as Sam Ash tuning up the banjos.
Ah, gotcha.
I think a big dark horse right now in the league is Shooter Man. Shooter Man is not a bad player at all.
No, and he's putting in the
Um,
work, man.
yeah, I
No.
think that the problem is once he steps up in class, it hasn't gone well for him. Like right now, he's still learning. He's still a prospect.
Right.
Yeah, we got to bring him up. We got to be careful about how we match make for him and bring him up proper. And I think he's been getting all the right matchups lately. But
He has two wins over big guys, so
yeah,
but
and they were
yeah,
competitive,
yeah.
both of them.
Right.
But we need to find a nice transition opponent that'll take him to that next level, and I think that's going to be the challenge with us.
But yeah, I think a rematch with Obas is the main event. That would be
I
my
like I
opinion.
like that a lot. I think that's probably the move. Um, and then hopefully as Obas ups his skills, he can kind of grow with them. But I
Yeah,
would love to
Obas
see
and
somebody like J Hams pop the fuck back up too, because he would be perfect for something like that.
yeah,
Hmm.
I was about to say me and Obas are basically the litmus test to see if you are any decent. So if you could beat us, then you're pretty good. So far, two people failed the test:
Yeah,
PJ and Habibi.
which one of you is the Brooklyn Brawler?
What was that?
One of you is the Brooklyn Brawler, and the other one would be
The
what's the
dude in
black
Team Gordon,
welterweight guy
ST Jones,
and
ST
well
Jones. You
no
think of
the
ST Jones or Charles Barnett?
no
Charlie Barnett?
what's the
Crazy Horse.
no the welterweight in UFC Neil Magny.
Oh
Neil
yeah.
Magny? I guess I'm Neil Magny.
Yeah,
The
you gotta
ultimate
beat Neil
showkeeper.
Magny if you want any kind of success.
Yeah, Obas is Derek Lewis. It's not.
Yeah, for
Abbas
sure.
is Eric Lewis. Obas was Taito Ivasa, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, way better. Yeah, that's a way better comparison. He's less lucky.
I think a good matchup that could be made potentially for MMA or BKB to move them in the ranks could be like Keon and Hamslinger.
That's a good one. I've seen their spars before, and they're very competitive spars.
Let's just say I'm trying to keep that on ice because when you have matches on ice like that, you need to build it, especially if Keane's near the title.
That's the trouble. Yeah, we got to be careful with. Obviously, Ham's not going to jump right back into a title shot, and neither is Sunwave. So if we got
Oh, they
people that
fight
are,
each other.
they could definitely do that. People that are. We gotta watch. We don't want to knock off these rising stars by putting them with people that have already had their bite at the apple. You know what I mean? At least if we can
True.
help it.
Oh yeah, because if not, we would have been the all Abba show.
Right. Now, you know what, man, I really hope P Jesus can find some way to pop up on some cards. I know he kept throwing a date around, wasn't it? What,
No, I know the dates.
the
I'm
27th or
keeping that a
something?
secret.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm keeping that a
27.
secret.
Because, man, P Jesus would really put some parity on some shit. And he's probably been playing the fuck out of this game.
Oh
Because
He
yeah.
has, yeah.
every time he disappears and comes back, he always kind of goes up a level.
He's
Right.
calling out Shooter. Actually, they have bad blood with each other. So
I'd like to see that because if Shooter's having a good day and PJ's having a weird day, Shooter Man could win that fight. But
Yeah.
yeah,
it should be a no-brainer for P Jesus, but he fights so inconsistent that you don't know what you're getting with that dude.
Yeah, he
yeah. And
reminds
then
me of
I think he
Starzo.
wants. I
Yeah, very
think he
much like
wants.
Starzo.
Yeah, yeah. He's that's his style, man. His style
We've all
sometimes
been
really
there.
hard to tricky.
Yeah, I've
I've
had,
been.
inconsistent performances myself,
What do you think's been the difference with you, Pimp? Like, what did you change something in the last
Drop.
couple of
No,
weeks?
I think overall my timing in the grappling and like I feel like I leveled up big time in the grappling. And I also think that I've leveled up in the striking in terms of what to throw, when to throw it, you know, and against who, and and strategy too. Like I do look at some of these guys, and I played Ant so many times. I did have a strategy going into it, and it just so happened to work pretty well. And um, but in MMA, these guys have been giving me a little bit of trouble. So I think I got to step it up because I think everyone's been watching a lot of my stuff, and they're starting to make reads on me. So I'm gonna have to change it up on people a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be a thing. Is once there's so much film out on you, it's like it's way easier to scout who you're fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of guys, like I think Hamslinger did a good job with his homework. I think Sunwave did too, and they try to just use their style while, like maintaining their style within their game plan. And I think they did a good job of that.
Yeah,
And they're
honestly, I really think somebody like Corey might have the best chance of beating you, just because he's so fucking he doesn't do any of that. He's just wild. He's got good core skills, but he's not afraid to fucking throw. He's not afraid to throw that third flying knee in a row, and that's the shit that gets people like you and me because we try to be technical with what we do, and that's
Yep.
the shit that'll get us fucked up. It won't work every time, but you will get a novelty fucking win over us, and I think something like that's probably gonna be what we see. That if anything takes you out, you might be champion for fucking the remainder of what we do for all we know. But
We're gonna see, if at a certain point, if it was like, oh, I'm just winning, then I would probably vacate at some point, maybe be more of a coach. But that time is a little far from now. But I think another thing that helped me out a lot is my defense. I have not been rocked in like a lot of fights. A lot of these past fights, I haven't been rocked. And my last loss, I think, was actually the Sunwave and bare knuckle boxing, but we rematched and I got that one back. But he hit me with a flash KO and with a left hook. And but other than that, since then, like I didn't get dropped or rocked against Ant. I did get dropped um by who was it? I did get dropped by Sunwave actually. Um I think he caught me with like a little hook or something that dropped me, but it wasn't a rock. But I haven't been rocked in a lot of these fights, so that's probably another big part of my game that has probably gotten set up best the most because if I was getting rocked in those fights, man, that could have been the end of me, especially with that Sunwave one last time.
now a little bit. I don't have really any details on this other than I was contacted about it. Is Nightdown had a really clever idea that I think he's trying to set up a little thing, which I'm totally down with supporting if he can do that. But it's I don't know. Have you ever done event mode?
Yes.
He's talking. He's gonna do event mode, but do it with I think he's gonna kind of get like legends of the game. Probably have like himself, me, Devin, whoever else he decides to contact for it, and he's gonna do like an event mode thing, and have them jump in. From what I gathered from the little message that he'd sent me about it, but I think that sounds fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. That's
Yeah,
somebody I wouldn't mind fighting either if you wanted to come in and test it out in maybe an exhibition, like a special exhibition fight on one of these cards.
yeah. There you go. Like I said, I don't know what his interest is in being involved in anything, and I'm not none of the game twisted people's arms into shit. But
Yeah.
if that's I mean we would certainly always welcome that if you wanted to pop out and do a dance for the people.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think if something like that happened, like that's something we've I don't believe we've ever seen in online play as event mode before. We've done the tournament mode was so fucking cool. I think we
Yeah.
all kind of forgot event mode was the thing.
Yeah, me and Starzo used to mess with the event mode a good amount. That's how we used to like do our own before the leagues were around. We were like doing our own league, just me and him, with
Y-
like, you know, with the characters in the game, and then you would do the event mode, and you could also do the weight class glitch. So
Yeah,
you
I was
could,
gonna ask if you've done the weight class glitch because that's fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, I've done it, and that's how like we would move guys divisions or something.
Yeah, you
Like
have
we would just
Mighty
have to
Mouse
do the
fight Brock
glitch.
Lesnar. It's hysterical.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I want to see that.
you've never seen that Skull?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. It
Yeah,
I
it's
doesn't
think
end well.
maybe we should touch on like some of the rules because some of the guys have been skipping through the stats, skipping through the
Yeah.
decisions.
yeah. You
And I
want
know
to
you put
field
the
that
rules.
Skull?
Listen, people. Okay, we're trying to work with you guys, but if you ain't gonna work with us, I ain't gonna deal with you. I'm getting tired of this. Like, it's just a select few of you guys, and I think with the people we banned this week, it's gonna slow down because it was mostly them.
That's true.
Like, it literally was just those guys for the most part.
Little bit
Like
of some
one or
other,
two.
little bit of some other people.
Yeah, I don't want to name names,
Yeah,
but
you know who you are.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's not rocket science. Watch this. Watch his OBS. Says what corner you're going to. Has your record. If it doesn't, and you can't read your name, then this league is like the least of your problems in life.
I don't think Sunwave heard you guys either when for my fight with him when you wanted the stare off or whatnot, and he had skipped through it, but I don't think maybe he wasn't listening to the
Well, and then
stream,
that's fine because
so
I don't
that's
listen to this.
fine.
I don't listen to the stream either when I fight either. So I completely
Yeah,
understand
and it's
that.
off. It's not in sync.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Another thing is when the fucking fight is over, don't exit out of the fucking fight.
Yeah.
We want to read the stats, and if somebody, I don't know, we'll just say like somebody like Abbas, just random example that if somebody like him, I know sometimes you get frustrated after the fight and you don't want to look at the shit. I get that, but it's important that we talk about it. That's part of the deal,
Yeah.
man. We got to digest the fights for the people.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and just to mention before he spazzes out and quits, no, Abbas, you never did that, Abbas. We're just using your name because you fucking give us a headache.
For sure, yeah. We take our jabs where we can get them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the large part of the offenders were the two Frenchies, but yeah, it's so annoying when we're like, hey, let's take a look at the stats, and then they immediately fucking exit out of the stats. So, well, I guess we'll just go
Hey,
fuck ourselves.
at least they didn't
Yeah.
press rematch and then proceed to sucker punch someone until they get rocked.
Yeah, that's a we'll take that as a win. Every day's a win that don't happen. So
Hey, man, it brings controversy
There
because
was
now
wasn't
anytime
there
he just brought infamy to himself. That's smart.
well, and another thing that happens too is when they start doing stuff like that, it glitches out Xenia and potentially my entire computer. Like the last car, we had to restart because of the button
Yep.
presses. So we're trying to avoid any of that shit. So because when I go to upload them on YouTube, it's a fucking pain in the ass to splice those videos together. It's way
I
easier
agree.
when it's just one video.
I agree. Oh, that means we can't see a rematch of the fight of the year, Lickman against Game Bread.
Oh.
I just realized that. Oh my god, I'm looking at the record. Himeth has a worse record than me. Fuck yeah! All right, America. God
Damn.
damn.
Yeah, what the
He's looking
fuck's
to
going
change
on,
that
Emma?
around.
Jesus. Well, he's gonna be making his comeback this card, I believe, so he can redeem himself.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's got.
Are you? He's technically snaked on you too when he was banned.
Well, he was kind of forcefully removed against his will. And
That was
I give him
that's just,
props. I mean, I think he can. I don't know if I mean he ain't gonna be coming back to Pimp Star because he got his own team, which I think is good for him. But that doesn't mean I still won't spar with these guys and work with them.
I was gonna say forcibly removed sounds very ominous. What'd you
I
guys do?
feel
You
like
guys like kicked him out of his his little room and you held him at gun. Get the fuck out! You're like $15
well,
short.
the main factor wasn't even that like of what he did in his ban. It was more so when Abbas showed me the DMs of him trying to snake me and make a team with Abbas. So he didn't snake me, but he was thinking about it, and that would have been like the fifth snake that week. So
I think he technically counts then. I think
yeah, it technically counts, but that's not one I want to get back. Like I want to get the Keon one back because
yeah.
Keon, in my highest moment of winning the double champ status, turns his back on us 1 week with the team. It doesn't even make sense. He goes over to the Fox catchers, who have no championship belts, and you
I think
know,
that might change soon, buddy. It might change.
oh, it might, but I think it's gonna be a while before then. Pimp Star, we're holding up strong. We still got all the belts. We got all the gold. They're sitting up there on our cigar shelf, and I gotta make them Don moves as the leader of Pimp Star. I do
Oh,
a lot of
you were going to be
negotiating.
facing with a Sophie's choice of who to kick out. You had Himeth or Flo because you were trying to bring in,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
the thing is, like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Flo's inactive right now, but I'm not gonna kick Flo out because he's an OG and he's never snaked me. You know, he's never snaked me. He's an
Not yet.
OG.
Good
But I
player.
got a team of good player. I got a team of vets now, and one really good up and comer. You know, like I got Glob, Nap, Starzo, and then we got Candyman. So,
Yeah, they
uh,
thank me for recruiting him. By the way, I want my
yeah, thank
acknowledgement.
you.
You got to kiss the ring, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Candyman was a great pickup,
Yeah,
and
kiss. Yeah,
he can work with all these other, and also Nap and Glob. They're still having to knock the rust off, and they don't always have as much time to play, but. Whenever we get the camp really, and right now I'm going through my fight week and whatnot, and last week I was super busy, but like we're gonna get moving with this. I'm gonna have a little bit more time after this fight to help guys out, and I think Nap and Glob are gonna make some real moves.
yeah. I heard your favorite. I heard your favorite grappling teaching is to teach them the back mount and the back grapple, and you just like to hold that position.
No, I haven't given them the whole. I've been trying to set up a grappling seminar with them and some other
How
people.
much do you pay for these seminars?
Oh man, top dollar, dude. You
Top
kidding?
dollar. When it
Top
was
dollar.
like I heard it's a $5 gift card to McDonald's.
Well, I'm actually nice to the people I employ basically at Pimp Star. I'm not gonna give them a gift card to go eat cancer food. So, I'd probably give them something good. I'd give them like
Pretty, pretty
an
sure they get
organic
cancer
store gift
listening to your
card.
speeches.
They probably do. That's probably why they want to snake me. Starzo, I'm surprised he hasn't snaked me.
Oh, he's tried. Don't believe me. I'm pretty sure he's tried.
Well, he's rooted against me. He left the team for a short period of time when he was gonna
He's playing the
retire.
long
Yeah,
game on you, pimp.
that just show
Yeah,
kind of shows
yeah.
how desperate you are if you let him back in after he snaked you.
Well, he didn't snake me. He just retired
He's
and
gonna marry you and he's
left.
gonna fuck you over on your 10th anniversary.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing.
He's the
probably
kind
gonna
of guy
hire a
he don't.
hitman and shoot you.
He just likes to take his ball and go home. He's not necessarily a backstabber yet, but we're gonna find out.
Real quick, I think we're probably gonna start doing an exhibition or two of our new. We haven't officially settled on a name for it, but it's gonna be a combination of Muay Thai mixed with Sancho because there's gonna be slams and throws involved. I think we're still gonna deliberate on the name, but
Clinch, right?
yeah, I think we're
Just
we're gonna
round
we're
strike, basically.
yeah, we're gonna implement it officially when the everything resets at our 20th card. But I think we'll
Yeah.
throw an exhibition or two just to see how everything plays out. So
That'd be
everybody
cool.
kind of be looking for that to happen. I don't know if it'll be this card or one of the following cards,
Yeah.
but we wanna
Call it Frank
experiment with it.
What
Call it
I
what?
really like
Ball.
about
Frank Ball.
Frank Ball.
what I really like about splitting up and having these different categories of fights is we get to see different picks too. You know what I mean? Like when bare knuckle boxing, we're seeing some pretty fun picks. We've seen Phil Baroni, we've seen Bob Sapp, we've seen some pretty
Hey
good
man.
ones.
Hey, listen, I picked I think my last MMA fight I picked Don Fry, so
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling
Well,
you
we've
right
been
now,
seeing a lot more.
Pepsi with Nakamura is going to be a fucking problem in this new thing.
oh no. I'm
Yeah,
ducking that I pull
I'm.
out of that fight.
I've been thinking of some guys that are probably like savage in Muay Thai. Like I feel like Thiago Alves, because
Yeah.
he's got the elbows in the Thai clinch too.
He
Oh man,
does. But bear in
Yeah,
mind,
did you see
you could
Savage?
potentially pick
Jesus.
like a Kevin Randleman or Mark Munoz and just slam
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
yeah, you could.
Yeah. Yeah,
You don't.
and man, if these guys catch on to your game, you'll be out of a job soon, man. All these savage killers.
Well, does you got anybody you want to call out or anybody got anything to say before we end this one?
You know, I just want to see somebody in MMA show me that they're deserving of the title. I feel like I
Oh
have no
wait,
one to call out.
hold on. Do you think none of these guys deserve a title shot?
Listen, I beat Sunwave. I beat Ham. I could see Ant maybe getting the title shot, but I don't think he's actually beat any like top ranked guys. I'd like to see maybe Ant and Corey or Ant and Slick fight to get the shot at me. I think Thursday could be a good card to see who gets the next shot at me,
I was
or
gonna say,
Sunday too.
I think your pimp chalice is made of lead on that assessment.
I want to be surprised on Sunday. Give me an opponent for the kickboxing title. I want to be the first guy in U.U.C history, in any league's history, to go back to back, win a fight in real life, and then defend my belt
I
in the
love
league.
that. Love that.
Yeah, I think
I think
that it
that would
won't
be
be me if it's
legendary.
Sunday, man. You might be having a date with Buddy Dissy from Macedon.
Hey, whoever they want to throw at me, I call it the Pimp Open Challenge.
It
I'm
ain't
ready
an
for
open challenge. I just told you. What are you talking about?
Hey, give me him, man. Give me him. Dissy, if you're listening, I'm on your ass. You want that HUD back?
What?
Not in this world.
Yeah, and what's up with everybody wanting big black cock all of a sudden?
Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
What is it? Are you gonna prepare the Vaseline, man? Man, we
that
should have
was
reported.
Liquid's job.
We should have reported that to the police, man.
Honestly.
Dude,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
man, that your rant was so manly. It just sent a fake sonogram. Good lord.
Oh, and on that note, I guess we're going to go ahead and end this one, guys. And we will see you guys at the next card. That's going to be on Thursday. And that's going to be
Oh, yeah.
Clouds of Blood. And that's U.U.C 14, if you can fucking believe it or not.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
See you,
See ya.
man.